새게임 가볼게요. 노말 대하자막 크기 5 해보고 너무 작다 싶으면은 늘려보는 걸로. 그 자막은
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
시니어스 버논 웰스.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left to drift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Rather anemic, but at least you'll
뭐야.
fit in.
평균. 아 이거 캐릭터만 넣어야 되는구나. 씨. 아 이런 거 별로 안 좋아하는데 이런 거. 힘, 민첩성. 힘은 근접 무기 데미지와 소지 무기에 영향을 줍니다. 한손 근접, 중화기, 막기, 영감 위협, 근접 데미지. 소지량, 민첩성은 공격 속도, 원거리 무기, 재장전 속도. 아 은신 자물, 와 자물쇠 따기 이것도 무시 못하거든요. 지능, 치명타 보너스 데미지, 장총 설득 이것도 무시 못하거든. 통찰력, 헤드샷 약점 데미지, 핸드건, 자물쇠 따기. 아 뭐 이렇게 다 중요해. 매력, 설득, 거짓말. 아니 뭐 씨 안 중요한 게 없네 이거. 기질, 체력의 자연 회복률을 아니 뭐 다 중요하네 이거. 조졌네. 아니 씨. 아 이거 다 중요한데. 조음, 민첩성, 지능, 치명타, 설득, 해킹, 통찰력, 약점 데미지, 자물쇠 따기, 매력. 그럼 뭐 이 정도? 아 근데 이거 이거 많겠는데 이러면은 어중간하면 이거 많겠는데. 아씨. 일단 다음 스킬, 한손 근접, 원거리. 아 이럴 수가. 젠장. 한손, 초심자, 조졌다. 아씨. 설득. 설득 스킬은 대화도 중수이며. 이거를 어떻게 하지? 다음. 요따가 선택을 하는 거구나. 대화.
Someone with the talent for exploiting insecurities.
자맹, 통솔, 체력과 전투 능력, 기술, 신체 도구, 자맹,
You
이렇게 두
certainly
개,
know your way around a
방어,
MacBic.
원거리. 이렇게 갑니다. 다음 하고 적성, 확실한 소질 없음. 음료 서비스, 음주 효과 지속 시간, 블럭. 블럭이 뭐지? 그니까 뭐 막는 거 말하는 건가? 설득.
At least you know the value of money.
아, 하나만
Working your
되는구나.
way up to provisioner?
회피, 부식 데미지, 설득으로 갑니다. 설득. 이런 거 하면은 또 이제 대화로 해결하기 또 좋아하거든요. 성별 항상 남자로 하죠. 얼굴. 아, 진짜 별로다. 진짜 별로다. 진짜 별로다. 와, 씨. 진짜 별로다. 아, 요거에다가 수염 달까? 요거에다가 수염 달까? 그나마 괜찮은데. 수염 달아야겠다. 여기도 노인간지 해야겠다. 여기서도 노인간지. 수염 요거보다 여기 나왔나? 수염 색깔을 잠깐만. 헤어스타일. 눈썹 스타일. 아니 그냥 일로 해. 눈썹은 뭐 그렇게 뭐 수염 색깔을 요거 좀 약간 노인 느낌 나나? 30 얼마였지? 39 노인 느낌. 아, 애매한데? 머리는 좀 애매하네 이거. 완전 백발이 안 나오네. 비 때문에 그러나? 근데 이것도 나쁘지 않은 것 같긴 하거든요. 약간 이거 노인보다는 중년 느낌. 중년에서 노인 될락말락 하는 느낌. 약간 그 느낌이거든. 야, 이거는 머리 스타일이 너무 젊은인데? 요거 나쁘지 않을지도. 요거 하니까 진짜 좀 약간, 약간, 이거 미치광이 과학자 느낌 나는데? 야, 이거 여신머리 뭐야, 이거? 아니, 여자 머리까지 이렇게 선택할 수 있게, 아니, 야, 힘맨 뭐야, 이거? 힘맨. 이거, 느낌 있는데? 헤어스타일이, 뭔가 나쁘지 않은 느낌이 좀. 이것도 좀 나쁘지 않은 느낌. 소양 게임 치고 헤어스타일이, 아니, 괜찮은데, 헤어스타일이? 소양 게임 치고? 빡빡이도 나쁘지 않아. 너무 정갈하고. 개인적으로 이거 나쁘지 않거든. 별론가? 오빌리비언이요? 잠깐만, 이거 한 17. 이거 진짜 완전 정말. 진짜 뭔가 나이 먹은 느낌 나려면 요건데 중후한 느낌? 요거도 나쁘지 않은 느낌. 요거도 괜찮은 느낌. 요게 1번 17로 가겠습니다. 17 아닌가? 잠깐 아닌가? 별론가? 중함으로 가? 이거 약간 이거 아스타리온 머리 좀 약간 아스타리온 느낌도 나는데 이거 아스타리온 느낌 17로 아스타리온 느낌. 이거 중후함으로 가자. 이거 그냥 정배로 갈게요. 약간 이제 아버지 느낌으로다가 아버지 느낌으로 간다. 나이. 야 이거 너무 노인이야. 너무 노인이야. 요 정도 맞아. 요 정도 괜찮아. 요 정도. 너무 노인이야. 중년 느낌. 중년 느낌. 이거 성도 해야 되나? 한손 근접. 요약. 너무 어중간한 것 같은데 이거 모르겠다.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
우주라서 비그래픽을 볼 수 없다고. 테라 알사이온 시스템.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down to 90%. If drives
Shit.
inoperable.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Remember the hope.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All colonists are counting on you.
Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking
자막 조금 더 키워도 괜찮을 듯.
his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow.
더 낫죠?
On my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
10이요 10. 최대로 키움. 이거 하기 전이 5였고. 받기. 잠깐만. 나 무기가 없는.
You see now, you've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
아! 응급 의료기를 이거 회복량.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings.
내가 처치해 줄 테니까.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one.
발
Hope
얼었을
you
때
don't mind me
뛰어내리는.
omitting this little exchange for my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
좀 어때? 무슨 일이 있었던 거지?
We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take it. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
약탈 여기서 뭘 하던 거지?
Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot.
한
Not
방에
bad, huh?
통들? 총을 4개 줘. 기꺼이 추적해주지. 설득. 총을 넘겨.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all.
모르는 사람한테
All
이렇게
Spacer's Choice weapons are now
무기를 다
30% less
준다고.
likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it.
뭐 하는 놈이죠 이거. 어디 있는지
You
알려주겠어.
hit your head or something?
에메랄드 개구.
You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways
돈
down.
모아야지라고.
Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
희망호에 대해 아는 게 있나?
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but
이슈. 저장. 아 저장이 좀 살짝 애매하게 되네. 어? 어? 아 요런 느낌? 아 요런 그래 이렇게 모르는 사람한테 이러면 안 된다고. 에휴 참 이런 에휴. 순진한 청년 같은.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the... This...
뭐야 전술 시간 확장. 긴 동명 끝에 부활해서 비롯되는 합병증으로 인해 당신의 뇌는 시간을 다르게 처리합니다. 전술 시간 확장 버튼을 누르면 주위 시간의 환경이 주위 환경의 시간이 느려지기 때문에 근데 분리 타임이네. 해당 기능에는 제한 시간이 있다. 오케이. 체력바 밑에 저게 그거네. 인벤토리에서 확인하세요. 무기 관리. 최대 4개의 무기를 장착할 수 있습니다. 경량형 권총. 내가 지금 이거를 하고 있는 건가? 110 DPS. 아, 아니구나. 똑같은 건가? 핸드건 데미지 22. 출혈. 뭐야? 상태 100%, 94%. 비급. 조금 살짝 불편하긴 한데 참아줄 수 있을 정도? 약간 뭐 그런 느낌? 느낌적인 느낌? 아니 잠깐. 캐릭터 괜찮게 만든 것 같기도 하고 아닌 것 같기도 하고. 헤어스타일을 딴 거로 할 걸 그랬나? 아무튼 하네스 시체와 보관함을 조사해보면 해킹과 자물쇠 따기. 스킬이 보안을 뚫기에 충분할 만큼 높다면 요거 그건가? 새 무기를 찾았습니다. 아 뭐야? 만능 열쇠. 아 2개가 필요하구나. 가짜 사과 뭔데? 망원경 지팡이. 망원경 지팡이. 양손 근접. 36, 51. 한손 근접. 해당 컨트롤로 이거 근접도 뭔가 좀 느낌이 있는 그런 느낌적인 느낌? 맞고 맞고 촥촥촥 맞고. 오케이. 느낌 있는데? 아니 사이버펑크 때도 난도질로 다 썰어버리고 다녔었는데 근접 나쁘지 않을지도. 촥촥촥.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed! Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
너희 팀원 하나가 숨어있던데?
Really? How is he? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
경비가 도전에서 물러나는 법인가? 행방. 고객 만족도주.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Here we go. 자식. 그래. 죽여. 유진 너 캐노크라이. 야생개. 겁나 화려하게 생겼네. 머서중이.
This is gonna take a lot of.
머서중이 무슨 일이고. 지도를 열고 귀중한 물품이 없다. 일지. 지도.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities.
에이다?
Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate
훔치려고 들어온
destruction.
거 아니야?
I detect an elevated heart rate,
아니.
indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence.
이 새끼가?
Jettison procedures initiated.
착륙해 있는 거 알지?
Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5.
무슨 일이 일어나야 하는
You
건가?
are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been
새끼가?
programmed to express disappointment.
호손베인가?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of
에이다
accepting
뭐라고
orders from
생겨.
anyone other than Captain
아니
Alex
내가 아는
Hawthorne.
에이다는 이 에이다가 아니야. 아니 내가 아는 에이다는 이렇지 않아. 호소는 탈출 포드 아래 피떡이 되었어.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain
너 호손
Hawthorne.
선장이
Do
없으면
you
날지
understand?
못하는구나.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
그런 부품이 어디 차고에 그냥 있을 리가 없잖아.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new captain's
선장
identity
증명서.
cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
알았어.
Best of luck in your search for a
그냥
power
뭐 대충
regulator.
알았다고 해줘.
Try to stay alive this
장단
time.
맞춰줘. 레벨업 스킬 상승. 레벨업 할 때마다 스킬을 상승시키는데 사용하는 스킬 점수를 얻을 수 있습니다. 핵심 스킬에 스킬 점수를 사용하면 50가 최대 50까지 50에 도달한 이후부터는 100까지 스킬이 향상될 때마다 강해지지만 특수 잠금 해제 보너스는 20점마다 발생한다. 레벨업 성장시키세요. 레벨업은 체력 점수를 늘리고 스킬은 업그레이드하는 점수를 부여하며 아 이거 근데 근접이 나쁘지 않거든요. 아 이거 근접이 나쁘지 않아가지고 애매하네. 핵심 스킬에 배치된 점수는 특화 스킬을 50급까지. 특전 선택 중. 특전 선택에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 2레벨마다 새 특전을 얻습니다. 특전? 기본 체력. 체력? 혼자 있을 때 데미지? 걷기 속도? 치명타? 탄창? 총알 재고? 소지량? 최대 소지량 추가, 초과 중 빠른 이동 능력 장, 이거 나쁘지 않은데? 동료 처치로 인한, 동료들은 살인에 대해 가르쳐 줄 것이 맞습니다. 판매가. 일단은 체력을 하는 게 맞는 것 같기도 하고. 전술 시간 확장 체력. 이거 2개? 뭐야. 일단은 취소할 수 없다고? 정보, 평판, 일지.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
헛다리 짚었어. 안전조사관이야.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
멍청한 녀석 이걸 속네.
You hiding?
샤! 아 이거 왜 이렇게 안 죽어? 샤! 어우 야 생각보다 안 죽는데? 라고 생각했는데 이미 다 죽였나? 뭐야? 은신 공격, 수면. 수면. 시간이 흐릅니다. 슈퍼노바 난이도에서는 침대에서만 칠 수 있습니다. 잡을까?
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
내 포드가 그쪽 언덕에 착륙했어. 내가 약탈자가 아니란 거 어떻게 알지?
You talk too pretty for a marauder. Most of them just grunt and yell. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
알렉스 호손이야.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
누구랑 전력 조절기 얘기를 해야 하지?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
일거리를 제외하는
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
왜 직접 수금하지 않지?
Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know?
알았어, 내가 할게.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case.
왜 특별
You may want to
케이스지?
twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't
어디서
want to get
찾지?
it. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy,
혈액순환이 코밖에
I
안
ain't seen
돼요.
him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
많이 빨갛나요? 저거? 묻고 싶은 게 또 있네.
Yeah?
당신이 계속 고용되어 있다니 이 마을 상황이 꽤 안 좋은
You
건.
could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater
좀
saps
다른
lost
것 같기도
near
하고.
every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong.
메이크업
We're
수준으로.
survivors.
아, 말 들어보니까 나도
brave in
좀
the
그래
wilds.
보이는 것 같기도 하고. 아니 내가 그 뭐지? 이게 술 마시거나 이제 막 약간 이제 부끄러우면 이제 뭐 얼굴 빨개진다 그러잖아요. 근데 나는 그걸 몰랐어. 사람 왜 빨개지지? 그랬는데 내가 그걸 몰랐던 게 정록색약이라서 정록색약이 그러냐 이렇게 보니까 좀 빨간 것 같네. 아닌가 내가 둔한 건가? 아니 그런 것도 좀 둘 다인가? 뭐 아무튼 병에 걸리는 게 걱정되지 않아?
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed. Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1. All my life? Work's been real good to me.
약탈자들에게 많은 사람을 잃었나?
Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards.
전리품인가?
Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna dock my pay.
퀘스트 트래커는 겨누는 걸로는 딱히 뭐 뭐라 안 그러네.
Careful with that thing. If you're a danger to
뭐라
others,
그러네.
I'll put you down.
아니 실수 아니 실수 아니 실수 아니 잠깐 아니 실수 아니 진짜 와 아니 에반데 아니 세이브 안 했는데 야이씨 세이브 안 했는데 아니 잠깐만 이거 자고 오면은 해결 될 것 같은데 이거 침대가 어디 있더라? 아이씨. 울부짖는 게. 기갑부터. 아씨 마을 사람들한테 이거 어떻게 하지 이거? 아니 실수로 때릴 수도 있지 이거를 한 번을 안 봐주네. 아니 한 번 정도는 워치 약간 이런 느낌으로다가 한 번 더 때리면 너 각오해 약간 이런 느낌이거든. 아니 뭐 얄짤없어 진짜 개같네. 아이씨. 이거 가만히 있으면 회복되네. 엣지워터 묘지 발견. 에메랄드 벨. 스킬 점수. 경비.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
로즈마리콘.
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me.
왜 안 되는데?
Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in a sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk.
왜지?
Figured it was obvious. I got sick. Couldn't get better on my own. Got moved here for everyone's sake. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got.
교육을 좀 받았어.
Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble.
도움이 필요해 보이는군.
That's kind of you to say, I suppose. But I don't need help. What I need is to understand my own folly. Company always tells us weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride.
병에 걸렸다고 자책할 순 없어.
I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already. People could be listening. I'm feeling a touch faint.
방해하지 않을게. 개꿀. 아니 뭔 쥐가 이렇게 돌아다니는데 씨.
What do you think you're doing?
아니 잠깐. 아무것도 안 했는데? 가려던 참이었어. 깜짝이야. 세력 평판이 적대적이라고. 근데 뭔가 훔치기? 왜 이거 점수가 좀 낮은지 알 것 같아. 뭔가 은근히 좀 어설픈 게 좀 있는데? 아니 때깔은 보기에 이제 때깔은 좀 되게 좋거든요. 폴아웃보다 이게 폴아웃보다 좀 이게 늦게 아니 그 최신작인데 최신작은 아니지. 그러니까 옵시디언 폴아웃 뉴베가스 만든 제작사의 폴아웃보다 이제 나중에 나온 작품인데 비슷한 맛으로 만든 것 같아. 비슷한 맛으로 만든 것 같은데 때깔은 겉으로 보기에 때깔은 괜찮거든요. 근데 뭔가 어설픔. 좀 약간 좀 어설픈 게 있어. 뭔가. 아니, 괜찮은데. 아니, 약간 이게 폴아웃이 이게 지금 와서 옛날 게임인데, 지금 해도 괜찮거든? 재밌거든? 이게 어디서 이런 게, 뭐가 어디서 걸리는 건지 모르겠네. 와, 아니 나 지금 해도 괜찮아. 개명작이라서 그런 거. 와, 근데 뭐 어디서 말리는 거지 이런 게? 디테일 차이인가? 와, 씨. 아무튼 재밌거든요. 재밌는데 뭔가 되게 그 어설픔이 애매하네 이게 게임이. 왜 점수가 낮은지 알 것 같은. 이게 이런 게 디테일 차이인가 봐. 뭐 어디서 뭐 때문에 이렇게 차이 나는지 모르겠는데. 전투도 괜찮거든요. 진짜 때깔이나 뭐 이런 건 좋은데. 뭐 어디서 이렇게 뭐가 이렇게 그런 건지 나 잘 모르겠어요. 근데 조금 좀 애매하긴 하다. 근데 또 반면에 진짜 갓겜들은 갓겜 티가 나. 발더스 같은 거. 발더스 같은 거 진짜 솔직히 때깔이 막 그렇게 막 엄청 괜찮진 않거든 사실. 근데 해보니까 개갓겜. 개잼, 개존잼. 참 이게 뭐해서 그런 차이가 나는 거야?
Miss Holcomb, I need you to explain this.
아우트월드? 아니 나쁘지 않아 아우트월드.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
당신이 리딩인가?
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
날 오해 제복이라고?
Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
우주선의 전력
Only
조절기가
regulator
필요한.
we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
I'm listening.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
버려졌다니 무슨
I was not
뜻이지?
entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
뭘 해야 할지 말해줘.
The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
알았어.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I'd come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson.
아, 동료 되는 거야?
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am...
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that.
동료는 전투를 지원합니다. 동료의 스킬은 당신의 스킬을 강화합니다. 최대 소지량이 증가합니다. 어떤 사람들은 지원하기 전에 다른 퀘스트를 완료해야 합니다. 여기 좀...
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
탐색의 열쇠가 필요합니다. 너 불만 있니?
Not gonna work. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Got a sec? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
정직한 사람으로 보이진
Oh,
않았거든.
he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says.
졸리는
It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's
Thompson.
a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
같이 일이라도 했던 거야?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
이 마을은 문제가 있어.
Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
맥스. 들러볼게.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
기록 열기. 야, 이것도 폴아웃 맛으로다가 만들어놨네. 오 있니? 엣지 워터.
Incoming!
돌격소총. 아이템 수리?
No! Walking through!
Careful! You hurt! 아, 총알 없어. 레벨업. 이러니 저러니 해도 결국 총인가? 그래, 총 두고 근접해서 싸우려는 게 어리석은 짓이긴 해.
Incoming!
What's that noise? Hiding!
쉣.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
We don't want any trouble.
I don't know you.
I don't know you.
Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals.
리드가 어쩌고 저쩌고 하던데.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my
지열
sights
발전소.
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
문제가 있는 건가?
You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around
그녀를
wondering.
찾으러 갈 수
I go
있잖아.
looking for Zoe, I leave the camp undefended, seeing as I'm the only one of us who knows her
내가
way.
살펴보지.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
알았어.
Appreciate it. Honest.
줘.
I'll tell you what I can.
숨을 만한 거.
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me.
그녀의 방.
I'd check her room, but I got little ways ago. She was always obsessing over
얼마나
well enough to
잘하나.
know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
매력적인데.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of
약탈자들이.
could be. Dangers aplenty out there.
저기밖에.
Marauder gang just moved into the
딴 얘기
What is it?
애들레이드.
Over in the hothouse.
방해하자. 개꿀. 안녕?
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater.
당신이 애들레이드겠군요.
I have been called that among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea.
리드가 당신과 화해하려고 나를
But
보냈어요.
it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace then?
통조림 공장으로 화해할 뜻이 있답니다.
Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
지열 발전소를 언급하던데요.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
전력 조절기가 있죠.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going
아,
down to
둘
the
중에 하나 선택하라는
you should
거구나.
divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid.
어...
Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery.
생각해보죠.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
뭐 아무튼 뭐 이런 느낌으로다가 뭐 약간 최신판 폴아웃 느낌으로다가 만드는 느낌인데 나쁘지 않음. 일단은 뭐 여기까지 하겠습니다. 뭐 전투도 재미는 있어. 전투 재미는 있다. 여기까지 합시다. 재밌었고요.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around.